Hi guys, and welcome to my channel, Changing Phases Tarot. I'm so happy to have you all here with me today. First of all, Happy New Year. I hope that 2018 is going to be a wonderful year for everybody watching. For my returning viewers, thank you. I really appreciate you sticking with me throughout the past year. I appreciate all of your likes, your comments. It really does mean a lot to me. And for new viewers who have found me here, I'm very happy that you stumbled across my video here on YouTube, and I hope that the messages resonate. And if they do, please feel free to like, share, and hopefully subscribe to the channel. That way you'll be notified when I upload new videos. Now today's reading will be a 10-card Celtic cross, right? Focusing on the energy surrounding each of the signs for the month of January 2018. I'll be using the Crystal Visions Tarot deck for the main reading. Pulling 10 cards plus one additional card from the bottom of the deck is the overall energy for the month. And then I pulled two additional guidance cards from the Soul's Journey deck by James von Praagh and the Soulful Woman guidance card deck. Okay, so I pulled two additional ones just for extra messages for the month of January. Just a couple of things before we get into the reading quickly. The 2018 overview readings, they're up for all of the signs. So please do go, watch your video, watch your sun sign, but I also suggest watching your moon sign and your rising sign. That way you will have a really, a better idea of what is coming up for you throughout the year. Sometimes some of the messages won't resonate in one of the videos, but then when you watch, all three together, you really get a better picture of what's coming up for you. So those are posted. For Virgos watching out there, I really do apologize. Apparently at the beginning of the video for Virgo, the 2018 overview video, I think I'd immediately finished recording Aquarius, and then I stopped and I meditated on Virgo, shuffled, and I guess I had Aquarius on my mind. I kept saying Aquarius instead of Virgo, but it was for Virgo, that reading. So I edited and I uploaded the video, so I apologize for that, Virgo. Sorry about that. Okay, so continuing on. Again, the messages in the videos, in all of my videos, they are general. Right, I do obviously focus on each sign as I meditate, and the reading is for that particular sign, but there are many people with many different situations, right, watching the videos. The only way that you can really get a good personalized, look at what's going on in your life is to get a private reading with me. If you're interested, you can take a look at my site. There you'll find all the information about the readings that I offer, as well as pricing. My site is changingphasestarot.weebly.com, or you could email me at changingphasestarot@gmail.com. Okay, and one last thing, I will be putting out for the full moon at the beginning of January. I'll be doing so in the next couple of days. I'll be posting a full moon special reading for this new full moon of the first super moon of the year, and I'll also be doing my giveaway that I do. So it will be a drawing for a 1-card reading. I will post a separate video for that explaining exactly what you need to do, but if you're interested, just follow the instructions and you'll be entered in a drawing to win a free reading with me. It's just something that I like to do at each full moon, and it's just my way of giving back to everybody who watches me. So I appreciate everybody. Thank you so much for being here, and enough talking. Let's get into your reading. See you in a minute. Hi Sagittarius, I hope you're doing well. I'm here to get into your January 2018 reading. As you can see, I've already laid the cards out, and that's really just to try to save a little bit of time. I'm really doing my best to keep the readings as close to 30 minutes as possible. So I've already meditated off camera and have shuffled and drawn the cards here for your reading. So let me lower the camera down. Obviously, I just, another reminder for you, these are general readings. Please be sure to check out your, in addition to your sun sign reading, which is this one, probably for many of you watching Sagittarius, also check out your moon and your rising sign. They might give you more information if for some reason the messages don't resonate in this particular reading. The others might. Okay, so here we go. At the bottom of the deck, the overall energy for the month of January, you have the Sun card. This is Major Arcana number 19. Okay, it's beautiful energy. The Sun card is a card that is probably the most positive card out of the entire tarot deck, right? It's a card that speaks of happiness, of joy, contentment. The sun shines its light onto, if there's a situation or a problem at hand that you're trying to figure out the answer to, then, the sun comes in and just shines its light on everything. So it provides insight, it provides enlightenment, it allows you or enables you to find the truth, to, if there's a situation that you're looking for the truth in the situation, the sun shines its light on the situation. It also has to do with health, good health, vitality. You see that the woman has here, she's standing in this beautiful field of sunflowers. The sunshine is very radiant here, right? We have the butterflies symbolizing new life. Also, she's holding the child. There might be a child that's quite significant this month for you. And you also have as the outbound energy for the month, the Empress card. So children could be quite important for some of you Sagittarius watching. If not, then it's just, it's a very positive, whatever, it sort of shines its light over the whole reading here. So, it does bring a lot of positive energy to the other cards here in the reading. So let's get into the rest of the cards. We have at the center of your reading, Major Arcana number 14, the Temperance card. And the Temperance card is crossed by the Ace of Wands. So what can help or hinder, right? We have the Ace of Wands. So another you actually have two aces in your reading. Over here in your surroundings, which we'll get to, you have the Ace of Swords. But here you have the Ace of Wands. So beginning with the Temperance card. The Temperance card, it speaks of moderation. It speaks of balance. It has to do with finding or having, balance in our life or moderation in our life. It also has to do with combining forces. If you see that on this particular card, you see how she's holding the two chalices here? And she has one chalice with water in it and the other with fire. And she's found the perfect balance, right? She's pouring the water at just the right amount and at just the right speed into the other cup to make a rainbow out of it. So, she's manifested something very beautiful from this balance, from this wonderful, moderate sort of combination here. We also have the butterflies flying around her, so also signaling, possible some type of rebirth or, new energy. And also the Temperance card, it does have to do with, it's kind of, sometimes it can be a stalled energy, like you needing to wait or maybe things not moving forward as quickly. It's because of divine timing. Okay, so it's sometimes things might not work out in the timing that you had originally thought. Sometimes you are asked to wait, before moving ahead with something else because of, there's divine orchestration at play or a divine reason for this waiting. Okay, so it can also be waiting, but balance, harmony, waiting, moderation, those are the main meanings for the Temperance card. So you have that at the center of your reading, crossed by the Ace of Wands. Now, aces are new beginnings. Aces are also yes cards. So, if there is something that you are having to wait on here, or if this is just about looking for this moderation, trying to have moderation, Ace of Wands just is like a big yes. So, yes, there's this, you will be successful with whatever this, Temperance card has to do with, but also the Ace of Wands can be something new, something very exciting and new coming in, okay, because aces are also new beginnings. And the Suit of Wands has to do with creativity, creative projects, has to do with our ambition and drive and the daily matters, the day-to-day work that we do, our drive and ambition to perform that work. So this could be a new offering. Usually in the traditional tarot, it's the divine hand of the universe extending, this blessing out to you, this new wonderful thing out to you. And in this case, it could be a new job offer, right? This Ace of Wands might have to do with a new job offer, or just, financial opportunity, career opportunity, creative venture opportunity. It could play out in many different ways, but it's about harnessing this creative energy, moving forward with it, right? Putting aside any fears or doubt that you might have. And this might have to do with finding some type of balance in your life in order to move forward with this Ace of Wands. But it's a very positive card, and it's kind of, going after your dream, having your dream come true with this Ace of Wands, whatever that might mean for you. At the foundation of your reading, you have the Eight of Cups. And the Eight of Cups is traditionally a transition card. And kind of mirroring it here in your crowning energy, you have the Death card, which, we can also think of death as, this transition from one thing to another. So there's an ending and a beginning. Same or similar, I won't say it's the same, similar with the Eight of Cups, there's this, walking away. You see how the Suit of Cups has to do with our feelings, our emotions, and how our feelings and emotions affect, different areas of our lives, how we interact with other people. And you can see that she has turned her back and is walking away from whatever the situation is, right? The situation is obviously no longer serving her, right? She no longer wants to stay in that particular situation. And yes, there's a certain sense of regret. You can see that see all of the cups. The cups are all kind of overturned. They've all, spilled out into the water there. So there's a definite sense of sadness with this card. But there's also the sense of abandoning this old situation, whatever this is, in search of something new, in search of change. Okay, so yes, there's a little bit of sadness and reluctance attached to the card, but it's more about, heading towards whatever this new path is here. In the past position, you have the Four of Cups, so more Cups energy, right? And you can see here that she is focusing just on this one cup. You see how she's just kind of staring mindlessly at this one chalice, this one cup in front of her, really not paying attention to the three cups that are there behind her. So we usually think of the Four of Cups as a card of kind of boredom, of indifference, right? Almost apathy. She's really so focused on, kind of daydreaming, looking at this one cup here, staring mindlessly at the lily floating in the cup, that she doesn't even notice those three cups behind her. So there might be, in the past position here, there might, and especially with the walking away, this transitional card at the foundation, or in the foundation position of the reading, there might have been a situation, that you really were not that excited about. You were feeling, a little sort of indifferent or bored with whatever the situation was. And there was a walking away or leaving, turning your back on something, which has brought you to, what's in your crowning position. So the message from your higher self is the Death card. This is card number 13 of the Major Arcana. And, with death comes new life. So this card is all about change. It's all about new things coming in. And yes, sometimes the change is difficult, and sometimes it might be hard to give up something, to give way to change. And as this is a Major Arcana card, this is a significant change, right? A significant ending. Could be an ending, walking away from or ending a relationship in order to begin, something new, or a new relationship, or even spend time, be single, be on your own. Could be an ending of just a chapter in your life. Could be ending a habit, a particular way of thinking. But it's all about, change and growth, the metamorphosis, and understanding that the death is not, it doesn't take away anything. What it does is bring in whatever the new thing is. And you do have things coming in here. What you have in the future position is the Eight of Wands. Okay, and this is very fast-paced energy. So where you have this, this moderation and kind of slow, I won't say stagnant, but, this slower energy in the middle of the reading with the Temperance card, the Eight of Wands in your future position, this is a card that speaks of very quick, decisive action. It speaks of messages coming in quickly, right? So more, just like we had the Ace of Wands here, we talked about the Wands energy at the center of the reading. The Eight of Wands is very fast-paced, sometimes news coming in about something. And when it does come in, you can see it's kind of just like the unicorns are rushing down the hillside here, it's kind of unstoppable. So it's, it might catch you a little off guard or by surprise, but it's, it's fast-paced. Usually it's good news coming in with this Eight of Wands card, right? But it does speak of, fastness, swift. It could be swift action, you taking, decisive, quick action. It also has to do with, sometimes it is when you finish a project, when you reach a goal, finishing up something with this. But I feel there's more this back and forth. And with the messages coming in, because it's so fast-paced, it's usually text messages, emails, online communication. We don't usually think of the Eight of Wands as, regular mail coming through the mailbox. It's fast-paced news coming in, which could have something to do with this new beginning that comes with the Death card, and you having walked away from something else. There might be some news coming in around the middle, heading into the last 2 weeks of the month. Now, you in the reading, you appear as the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so now this is not your sign, so this is just you taking on the energy of the Eight of Pentacles, which is, it's an energy that sometimes this card is referred to as the Apprentice card, because it's just a very hard-working energy. The Suit of Pentacles it deals with the material realm and the tangible things that we can touch and feel, and we accrue our material possessions here in the material realm. So we usually think of it as the work that we do, the money that we're paid, our homes, education. With the Eight of Pentacles or Eight of Coins, it's really about you just being very diligent, you working very hard to master a skill, you being very detail-oriented, really being open and willing to learn. This could be you learning or going back to school to perfect, some things. For example, like you're in a job and they require you to get some on-the-job training. So you go and take some courses, or you go and, you do complete a certificate for that company. Or possibly in order for you to, get a promotion within the company, you have to go back to school. So maybe this is you returning to school at the beginning of the year. Whether this is college or university or, just a technical course, it's something to do with, trying to perfect and master your skills, right? Your craft. And what's going on around you in your environment or how others see you is the Ace of Swords. So you have, this is the second ace that you have. And the Ace of Swords, I don't think we haven't had any other swords. The swords energy has to do with our thoughts, it's our intellect, it's cerebral energy, also has to do with communication, right? How we communicate with others, it has to do with our ambition, and it can have to do with conflict and conflict resolution as well, right? But the ace, again, it's a yes card, right? And it's a new beginning. But it speaks of the power and the power of the intellect and using this power to resolve a situation or to achieve some type of victory. It's also a new beginning. This could be a new beginning, with this job. And I did have the Ace of Wands over here for you at the center of the reading. So this could be, news of a new job opening up for you. And you've been, maybe this is you going back to perfect your craft or your skills, and there is some type of new offering coming in for you. right? It could be. It's also, it could be a new point of view, because we think of the sword suit as kind of, you know, it has to do with our thoughts and our intellect. This could be you finding something out. This could be just you changing your point of view on something, having a brand new perspective, or new inspiration for you. Whatever it is, it's something new, especially with the Ace of Wands, new beginnings, some new energy coming in, and positive yes energy, right? In your hopes and fears, you have the Four of Wands. And the Four of Wands is traditionally thought of as sometimes it's called the marriage card, sometimes it's just the, you know, the happy home card. It's more Wands energy, but it really has to do with that stable home. Fours are very stable energies, right? And so the Four of Wands, it has to do with some type of achievement. And you did have the Eight of Wands here with news, and I said that it could have been finishing a project or completing something here. Sometimes the Four of Wands shows up when there is some type of rejoicing and celebrating an achievement. Usually it speaks of, you know, some type of milestone. If we think of this in the career, you know, work sector, this could be you, you know, reaching a particular milestone, such as a promotion, finding news of a promotion, you know, getting some type of recognition at work, but moving up. You know, it's kind of, there's a definite, you've achieved something, right, with the card. If it's in a relationship, you know, looking at it from a relationship point of view, this could be you actually joining up with somebody else, and this milestone could be a milestone in a relationship. So, you know, taking things to the next level, getting engaged, actually getting married. We do, you know, the card does have to do with marriage as well. So that could be for some of you, right? Some Sagittarius watching the video, this could actually be you taking your relationship to the next level here. And the outbound energy for the month, hey, this card has been coming up quite a lot as well. I've had the Sun coming up a lot, and I've had the Empress. So I'll say, I'll give the same message that I gave in the other videos. The Empress card, this is Major Arcana energy, so this is powerful energy. And she is very expansive, very fertile energy. So yes, there could be some of you watching, you know, who might get pregnant, right? There is definitely this pregnancy energy surrounding you. This might be somebody that you know, right? And if you're not wanting that, then I would say, you know, it might be a good idea to take precautions. Or this, you know, if we look at this from a different point of view, looking at from, say, work, career, this could just be, you know, this expansive energy of you giving birth to new things, whether it's a new creative project, you know, something new on if this is a new job coming in, or you are moving into or getting promoted into a different position. It's you giving birth to new creative things. So, but it is a card of abundance, right? You can see that the Empress, she's, besides being with child on the card, she's standing in this very lush garden. There's ripe wheat behind her. The trees are laden with fruit. Everything is very green and lush. So, yeah, she is the Earth Mother. She is the goddess of fertility. So there definitely is, you know, this message of fertility, fertile. And this, again, it could play out in different areas depending on, you know, I mean, there are many of you watching the video. So this could simply be you feeling very creative, you know, and you do have the Ace of Wands here, and you have this fast-paced news or decisive action here. So it could just be you, you know, you feeling very creative and giving birth to, you know, really, giving birth to a new project, you know, moving ahead with something. Or this could actually be you've left, you know, some type of situation behind. Here, you've been working, you know, very hard at whatever you're working at, but it could even be working on, you know, your relationship. The last two cards here, so in your hopes and fears and then the outbound energy, I mean, this is serious, you know, sort of milestone. If it's in a relationship reading, this could be a marriage, this could be a pregnancy. And And then with this, the Sun card with the child as well, I mean, there could actually be, that in the cards for some of you. If not, just know that, the sun shines its light over the whole reading here. So it does look like you have exciting new beginnings. You have news coming in, endings and beginnings. You're walking away from things that, you weren't very excited about or didn't bring you, a lot of joy possibly. And then there's this stability of the Four of Wands, right? Followed by this wonderful energy, this expansive, abundant energy of the Empress. So however these cards tie in with your particular situation in life, it looks like it's going to be a very good month for you, Sagittarius. So let's take a look at the two cards that you have that came out as the Oracle cards. And for these, I like to read from the guidebook for each card to give you the complete meaning for each card. So we have from the Soulful Woman deck, card number 29, in the flow. When I'm in the flow, magic happens. Okay, and this card says, when I'm in the flow, doors open and lights change to green before me. When I'm in the flow, I relax and am guided in ways I hadn't thought of. Each step, each person, each connection is revealed to me. When I'm in the flow, a cosmic yes mirrors the yes from within my heart. And look, you have two cosmic yeses, or really three with the Sun card, right? You have yes, yes, and yes. So, you have this cosmic yes times 3 in your reading here today. So when the cosmic yes mirrors the yes from within my heart, magic happens. But if I find myself pushing for what I want, if I find I am dissatisfied here or frustrated, well, could say that's the 4 of Cups, 8 of Cups energy, right? I might be out of flow. To rediscover my inner flow, I stop and notice any resistance I'm experiencing. Outer resistance may be universal feedback telling me no or not now. And that was the not now with the timing with the Temperance card, right? Or inner resistance may be my own deeper knowing that no, this isn't right. Then an opening can occur, a small crack in my thinking that reveals something new, and I get back in the flow, trusting that the flow is taking me where I need to go. So I think that the card really ties in nicely with all of the messages here for you, right? And these cosmic yeses and going with the flow and being in tune with the, these yeses that the universe is sending you. The other card from the Soul's Journey deck by James van Praagh is freedom. I possess the freedom and the free will to recreate my own happiness. Put that one there. And this card says, one second, let me find it. Here we go. Your soul is open to receiving new wisdom and insights that will allow it to make the right choices for its own growth. Remember, you are never a victim of other people or their circumstances. You have complete control over your own choices. By following your heart and being authentic to yourself, you present the real you to the world. Making decisions based on other people's expectations is not the true path to happiness. You are responsible for creating your own reality. When a soul shifts to a place of honoring itself in its totality, free from judgment, only then will it find its true freedom. Every soul is unique and follows its own path. Don't give in to peer pressure or the urge to fit in. You are the only one who truly knows the real you. So feel free to march to the beat of your own drummer. Very nice. All right, Sagittarius, so I do hope that the messages have helped you in some way. I thank you once again for joining me here today. I look forward to reading for you next month. And I'm sending you all much peace, love, and light for a wonderful January 2018. Bye for now.